Good evening, everyone. You're in for an inspiring night as the show is about to begin. Please join me in welcoming the Chief Development and Mission Officer for St. Anne's Family Services, Dana Venezuela Morales.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, for that warm welcome. It's good to see you. You don't have to turn around. That's okay. I want everybody to keep eating. I'm absolutely thrilled to see all of you here with us tonight as we support children, youth, and families in our community. Before we officially begin our program, allow me to take a moment to remind us of why we are here tonight. In a world where we're always on the go, always checking our devices, I invite you to take a breath and center yourself and your thoughts. With all that competes for our attention, take this moment to focus on the young lives you are transforming just by being here tonight. Please join me in a brief moment of prayer or reflection. This is called Give Me Discerning Eyes. Almighty God, author of my life, help me learn to read what you have written on my heart. Give me discerning eyes and an untiring spirit to look within me in order to understand how to reach outside of me. And once I have begun to read you aright, give me the generosity to help others to read you, to sound you out one letter, one word of radical giving at a time. And from Blessed Angela, the foundress of the Felician Sisters of North America, she shared, and this is pretty apropos for tonight, to love is to give. Give everything that love demands. Give eagerly, without regret, with joy, with a desire that even more would be demanded. I thank you for sharing this moment with St. Anne's and applaud you for supporting women and families who are often alone, vulnerable, and often forgotten. Now, to lead us throughout the evening, please join me in welcoming our esteemed host, who enters his 5th year leading our ceremonies. We are so blessed to have an Emmy, Golden Mike, and LA Press Club award-winning journalist, Good Day LA anchor, and senior correspondent and weekend co-host on the Emmy award-winning nationally syndicated entertainment news magazine, Extra, as our master of ceremonies. Please join me in welcoming the 2022 recipient of the Angel Award, the extraordinary Melvin Robert.
Good evening. That was quite the introduction from Dana. It's always such an honor to be here at this event each and every year. I first came to know about St. Anne's when I was a young kid. I grew up in Inglewood. My Aunt Debbie has been a longstanding board member here for, I want to say, either 20 or 25 years. And I would come to this event often with her as a young person, and she would always talk to me about the importance of giving back. And she's always been so passionate about this organization. And in turn, I have become passionate about this organization as a result of just being around her and being around St. Anne's and being around Lorna and being around Dana and the extraordinary staff that comprises this organization. St. Anne's is a very special place. It really is. It offers support, it offers guidance, it offers love, encouragement, an opportunity for growth. And it does so at a very vulnerable time for many young women, where they feel like they have no place to go, where they feel like they're not being seen. They might be scared. And this organization looks them in the eye and lets them know that they matter, and they let them know that it's going to be okay. I think all of us in our own individual ways can relate to the power of that moment in which someone saw us and they looked us in our eyes right in our face. And they let us know that we mattered and that it was all going to be okay. Vulnerability is a very tricky thing because when we're vulnerable, if the vulnerability is not held, it can send us into shame. And St. Anne's does such a beautiful job of meeting these young ladies right at that extraordinary moment of vulnerability and carrying them and caring and holding that vulnerability in such a beautiful, gentle, tender way so that they can see the power of what they're capable of, so that they can go forth and navigate extraordinary lives. So I'm always honored to join all of you this evening. It's such a special organization, truly. So tonight, we have some really special honorees. We have people that have done extraordinary work for the community and extraordinary work for St. Anne's Family Services. And I'm so excited to introduce you to all of them tonight. The first person that we are going to welcome to the stage is Lorna Little, who's the president of St. Anne's. One of the things that Dana is really hyped on is this concept of radical giving. No matter your religion, no matter your affiliation, no matter your identity, radical giving is a guiding principle that can truly change the world. And tonight, we demonstrate, by virtue of all the folks that are gathered in this room, the power of community and the power of stepping outside of our own wants and our own desires and the need to advocate for those who often feel like they simply have nowhere to turn. Evening of Angels is a celebration. We celebrate the impactful work of St. Anne's Family Services, along with the tireless advocates who use their time, their treasure, and their platforms to empower those in need. And St. Anne's stands at the forefront of this challenge to gain resources for all, the basic essentials that we all deserve, like housing, like education, and the privilege that many of us in this room have to be able to afford those things. And sometimes we may not even think about the power or the privilege that we have because we've just had it for so long. But it is a privilege to have education, to have somewhere to live, to take a warm shower, to have nice shoes, to have mentors and support systems and that type of an infrastructure. And at the helm of this organization, the keeper of the flame is one of my favorite people, truly. St. Anne's Family Services is an organization that supports mostly women of color. And it wasn't until 5 or 6 years ago, that at the helm of the organization was a woman of color. So the young women could see, reflected back at them, what was possible, where they could go, that they need not be afraid, they need not feel insecure, because staring right back at them was a dynamic, powerful, compassionate, genuine leader who was showing them that you can do it too. And that person who's been leading this 116-year-old organization, the first black woman to do so, is a woman by the name that you all know, Lorna Little. She is the president and chief executive officer. I'd like to welcome her to the stage.
Thank you, Melvin. You're so kind. And St. Anne's is honored to have an ally like you who is always there whenever we call. We are eternally grateful for the level of care and compassion you show for St. Anne's Family Services and for all those we serve. As I look at the audience, I am overwhelmed with emotion as I reflect on the role that so many of you play in the success of St. Anne's Family Services. Isn't it a beautiful room filled with beautiful, giving people? Because of supporters like you, we've seen many years of tremendous growth and transformation. with advocates like our incredible board members. Please wave your hands, all our board members in the room. Raise them high. We want to respect. Thank you. And the generous sponsors for tonight, such as Equitrust Life Insurance Company, Payden, yes, give them a round of applause. Payden and Regal, Occidental Entertainment Group Holdings, our beloved Craig Darian, and all the other great partners who have helped bring tonight to life. Thank you, thanks to you, St. Anne's unapologetically helps thousands of children, youth, and families, guiding them as they stabilize, set goals, and reach optimal outcomes. This scripture is so appropriate for this evening. What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith but has no deeds? Suppose a brother or a sister is without clothes and daily food. If one of you says to them, "Go in peace, keep warm and well fed," but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it? In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. You being here and you're supporting the only organization in Los Angeles hyper-focused on women, children, and families that provide support on the continuum. And when I say continuum, we're providing quality housing, mental health services, healthy meals, paid internship workforce opportunities, parenting support, life skills training, and early childhood education on our North Occidental campus and at our 10 locations throughout the city. It puts your faith in action. There are so many conversations, and you know we've all been a part of them, that we have in Los Angeles asking about what are we going to do to house the unhoused? And how will we provide people with skills and employment opportunities? The next time you're involved in these conversations, because they will come up, please share that you are a part of the solution, because you support St. Anne's Family Services, an organization that provides housing and the support to help people reach the goal of safety and stability. We pray, but we also take action because faith must accompany works. At St. Anne's Family Services, we also abstain from judgment. We provide hope, we love our neighbor, and we create and model opportunities rooted in compassion and grace. No matter the harm, hardships, and hurdles that our clients have faced before they come to us, they find a safe space, a harbor, and an anchor in St. Anne's. Thanks to our incredibly dedicated and trauma-informed trained staff. Staff members, raise your hands. Staff members, they make it happen. We help families live independently as they build thriving futures, from pregnancy to parenthood and childhood to adulthood, building stronger families for generations to come. Last year, we celebrated a 4-year university graduate who will graduate from law school next month. Several community college graduates, and more families obtaining the goals from which they set forth when they began our program. It could be finishing school, as I mentioned, or it could be obtaining stable employment. But let's not forget, gaining A sense of well-being, mind, body, and spirit is also a goal, and many receive that in our programs. Tonight is a celebration in honor of those who use their God-given gifts and talent for good, and those who have worked hard to change their life circumstances. We have former Angel Award honorees in our audience tonight, and I'd like them all to raise their paddles, not their hands. I want them to raise their paddles. Let's see all the Angel Award honorees. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you for modeling how to give your time, talent, and treasure. Please give them a hand for all they've done to support our programs. Like those before them, our honorees tonight have incredible stories. We often hear of the hardships and the challenges of many who have come through our doors. They face so many things, and that's still very real. But tonight represents St. Anne's success of our past, our present, and our future. As you listen to their stories, which our development team has so beautifully captured, may you emerge renewed and motivated to lend a helping hand. The stories of reflection and how living at St. Anne's, volunteering or working at St. Anne's, or even being born at St. Anne's has brought about long-term success for generations to come. Their current lives tell the story of joy through the journey. Together, we all make a difference. We can create communities that are united in our shared humanity, and we need that so much today. Communities that leverage our differences for good, resulting in the peace and harmony that we all deserve. We all have exceptional gifts, and there is no act of kindness that is too small. Every effort has a ripple effect. Let's make some waves this evening. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Lorna, isn't she just amazing? She really is. And I know she doesn't like that I'm doing this, but I just love her. She's just so good at what she does. And I think her greatest gift is just her ability to really see people and to encourage people and to love on people and to make people feel like anything is possible. She is just the best. So St. Anne's is really so lucky to have someone like this lead the organization. So truly. So at this time, it's time to highlight our first awardee this evening. This is a woman who captivates audiences far and wide, yet still finds time to give back. I could go on and on about the length of her impressive background. The team has compiled a reflection for all of you to indulge. I'd like to invite you to direct your attention to the video screens here and here and take a look at this remarkable woman.
And I am not a native Los Angelino. Years ago, a dear friend of mine was, she was a writer. She had a part-time job, like a day job. And she wrote this thing called Celeste Bright, and she asked me to be in it, and I was like, sure. And my office and a lot of our locations were at St. Anne's, because that's what Sonia's day job was, like her survival job. She worked at St. Anne's, and so I had never heard of it, and I go over there to film, and I'm walking around and I'm like, what is this place? She's like, oh, I work here. And then between like takes and just stuff, I'm like, but wait, what? And she's like, yeah, we do this and this and this, and then it does the, and I was like, this place is amazing. amazing. So that was actually my first foray into St. Anne's and learning about it and being completely amazed at A, how long it had been around, and B, how it had consistently transformed and consistently to this day transforms to meet the needs of the community. I just found it so inspirational and so amazing, and I've been a fan of St. Anne's ever since Celeste Bright. When I became a member of Jack and Jill and I had this position, I thought, wait a minute. Like, I'd always, known about St. Anne. I'd always had it in, sort of like one of the places and and I always want to do stuff that deals with children and moms and LA institutions, which St. Anne is an LA institution and Jack and Jill is an LA institution. So when I got in that position, I was like, did the research, and it turned out it fit really well with our mission statement and where our grants were focused. And so that's how that part of it was born. I am always amazed at how people drop anchors in their communities and building structures, whether those are physical structures or just structures for people to be supported. And I think that is where the strength of Los Angeles comes. And anytime you can connect those organizations and then find ways that they can work together, I just think that's how we're going to, that's how you create that net, right? For people to not fall through the cracks, particularly our young women and our babies. I love philanthropic work so much is because individuals can then be those bridges. It allows the people who need the services to, like I said, walk across those bridges, so that they can be supported. When Lorna approached me about honoring me with the award, the Angel Award from St. Anne's, I was gobsmacked, to be honest with you. I was like, are you sure? You just don't ever think one day that's gonna be me. You're just plodding along and you're doing the work. You're doing the best that you can every day. And we need everybody out there doing the best that they can and realizing that it may seem overwhelming sometimes, or it may seem like you're not doing enough, but you are. You are doing enough. None of us are teaching things that we've got in the bag. We're all teaching things that we're consistently learning. When you're in a situation where it feels consistently overwhelming, like you're not making any progress, you are. It's hard, and you're not alone. Every single person feels exactly the way you feel. I'm not gonna be there. I'm going to the services of my first cousin. I didn't grow up with brothers, and so when I lived with my cousins at a certain point in time, so they are very close to me. He is probably one of the reasons why I have even a concept of giving back, because his entire life, everything he did, his life was a life of service. And so it's hard for me to believe that he's gone. So I thank everyone for understanding, and I thank my husband for filling in for me. And so thank you guys, and thank you for this award. It's very, very meaningful, and I hope it inspires my crazy little children. I know that it will continue to inspire me to keep putting one foot in front of the other. So thank you guys very much.
We definitely offer our sympathies to Ryan during this time for the loss of her cousin, but for her contributions to the arts, her advocacy and generosity for St. Anne's Family Services, it is my honor to present the 2024 Angel Award to Ryan Michelle Bathay. And to accept this award on her behalf, please join me in welcoming Ryan's husband and biggest fan, Academy Award nominee, Emmy Award and SAG Award winning actor, Sterling K. Brown.
my wife be doing stuff that I don't even know about. She, working in the shadows. She prepared a little statement, but before I read her statement, my wife, for those of you who aren't familiar with the phrase, my wife is bougie. And, and I mean that in the best way possible. She's Jack and Jill. She's also a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. You can do. Yeah, go for it. Which is a community service organization. So while she is bougie, we always tease each other from coming from the opposite side of the tracks. When she got to Stanford, she said, well, I thought everybody was gonna be like me and have like a full ride. And I was like, I thought everybody was gonna be like me and just like hustling, scrapping. But we found each other in the middle, and it worked out all right. But I say all that to say that in her bouginess, there's also this desire to give and to align herself with organizations that are doing worthwhile things and working exceptionally hard to keep families of color from being fractured, not just in word, but giving them the resources to make that a reality. She's amazing, and she's amazing for being in partnership with you. So I just want to give you guys all the credit in the world for making that a reality, for giving resources to people who don't know where to go, and what you said, Madam President, at the beginning, to come as they are without judgment, because love and judgment cannot exist in the same space. So God bless you for providing that service. Now, these are the words of Ryan Michelle Bathay, and then I will leave. I want to extend a profound and sincere thank you to St. Anne's for this award. It is truly an honor, and I am grateful. I would also like to thank my sweet and wonderful husband, she can put that in there, for accepting this award on my behalf. I know you would rather be at home chilling, but you did this very sweet thing for me, and I'm so thankful, honey. You're welcome. It's cool. I would like to dedicate this award to the memory of my dear, dear, most beloved cousin, Jason Teague. Jason's funeral was today in St. Louis, and I needed to be here instead of there with all of you. If you would indulge me, and I won't take up too much time, famous words from Ryan Michelle Bathay, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about Jason. I used to live with him and my other cousins and aunt and uncle for a period of time when I was little. And we had this little moped thing. Jason and his older brother were the only ones allowed to drive it, but us little kids loved going on joy rides. Jason was always up for a joy ride. One day we were zipping down a little county road in South Carolina, and the next thing I knew, me and Jason go sprawling across the asphalt. I was pretty shaken up. And ever dramatic, I may have been close to hysterics. If you know my wife, you know that this is true. I will never ever forget my sweet and calm Jason picking me up off the road, picking up the broken moped and sitting us down side by side. Are you okay? You're gonna be just fine. Everything is gonna be okay. I'm gonna take care of you. He did. I was banged up, but what I didn't know at the time, and until weeks later, was that Jason had lost all the skin from his armpit to his hip. But at 12 years old, he was such a good big brother that he hid his pain from me so that he could comfort me and make sure I knew that everything would be okay. And as we grew, my cousin held me close, making sure I was always loved and cared for. And as I looked at his body in his casket, his sweet spirit long gone, I felt the profound sense that I would never be loved like that again, for my brother was gone. Now, I tell you all of this, or rather Sterling does, for two reasons. One, I want you all to understand that only something this important would keep me away from you all tonight. Two, I want the world to know about my amazing cousin who was thoughtful, funny, kind, generous, musical, hilarious, and sweet. And did I say funny? He was hilarious. Okay, 3 reasons. 3, Jason is one of the reasons that I believe that we must care for one another. Everyone should know what it is for someone to love them. Everyone should have someone to make them feel less alone. I know what service looks like because Jason Teague was my brother. and I thank you for allowing me to tell you about him. That is the end of my wife's words. I accept this award on her behalf. God bless you all, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sterling K. Brown, for those beautiful remarks, and our congratulations to Ryan. She's really been a partner to this organization, and we sincerely thank her for doing so. Before we celebrate our Triumph Award winners, it's time to indulge in the culinary delights prepared by the renowned Taglyan team. So we'd like to invite you to please enjoy your dinner, and I'll be back in just a little bit to take us through the next steps of the program. Bon appetit.
St. Anne's Family Services has a rich history rooted in the care and concern for young women and children throughout Los Angeles County. For more than 116 years, starting off as a maternity home first run by the Archdiocese of Los Angeles and then the Franciscan Sisters of the Sacred Heart, St. Anne's has been a beacon of hope, grace, and resilience. In the 1980s, St. Anne's transitioned from a maternity home to a residential home for young women with nowhere else to turn to for support. We were a safe landing place for those young women to finish school and learn parenting skills. Always focused on children, youth, and families, the leaders of St. Anne's asked which communities could benefit from the high-quality services offered at St. Anne's, and soon the focus shifted to young women living in foster care who were pregnant or parenting without safe alternatives. Quickly, St. Anne's adapted to the needs of their new residents and recognized that meeting our families where they were meant the need for more services such as mental health professionals, early childhood education, so children could hit their developmental milestones and be kindergarten ready, and workforce development, tailored specifically to youth and foster care. The need for stable housing, a well-paying job, and a pathway to healing from generational trauma were top priority, and St. Anne's responded by creating supportive housing programs that includes transitional housing and permanent supportive housing for women or families who have experienced living in foster care or have been unhoused. Our workforce development program offers the building blocks to develop important life skills and transferable work skills that are critical towards self-sufficiency and financial independence. Our community-based mental health teams support our families ranging from youth to older adults raising children. Our focus remains serving families in greatest need, no matter their race or religion, so they can create their healthy path forward. Our footprint reaches beyond our main campus in the Westlake Rampart District, with satellite offices in the Crenshaw community and 10 early childhood education centers located throughout Los Angeles and Linwood. In 2021, after 80 years of sponsorship with the Franciscan Sisters, St. Anne's Family Services transitioned to the Felician Sisters of North America, strengthening its mission to continue working together to build nurturing and resilient families from pregnancy to parenthood and childhood to adulthood for generations to come. Since 1908, St. Anne's Family Services has empowered women and has worked with thousands of families, and the impact across generations is immeasurable.
I hope everybody enjoyed dinner, enjoyed some lovely conversations at each of your tables. It is always great to gather on a very special night like tonight, to meet new people, to celebrate this extraordinary organization, eat some yummy food. Wasn't that shrimp good? Anybody y'all have that shrimp? Isn't that shrimp good? Uh-huh. I love shrimp, and I like shrimp with a little creamy sauce. So, and the hummus and the eggplant, everything's been delicious. Oh yeah, we can clap up the food, yeah. So it's time now to acknowledge our 2024 Triumph Award winners. And to help us honor these two amazing winners, please join me in welcoming back to the stage St. Anne's President and CEO, Lorna Little.
Thank you, Melvin. I know, making sure I don't have anything in my teeth. That food is good. So I hope, you all enjoyed your dinner, and hope you were inspired by Ryan Michelle Bathay and, of course, Sterling Brown, who accepted the award on her behalf. I don't know how many of you have watched him on This Is Us. We thank him for his support and sharing those beautiful words in celebration of his stunning wife. The fact that she connected her cousin, who she lost, to the inspiration for why she does what she does on behalf of St. Anne's Family Service is amazing. And now it's time to highlight two remarkable women who are our 2024 Triumph Award honorees. Their bond and friendship of over 30 years started here at St. Anne's. Please direct your attention to the video screens. And just before this video starts, I want you to think about 30 years ago, when I talk about success in our past, present, and future. Here are two women that met in a difficult time in their life, but remained friends. That tells you what kind of place St. Anne's Family Service is, that it was a place and is a place where people connect and stayed friends through it all because of the nurturing and caring. So please direct your attention to the screen in the front and in the front and the back.
Even though it was, a Catholic facility, there were so many different people from different cultures and different ages. And one thing did not define you. And I felt like this place was such a safe haven for everybody. But everybody, we're all in this human experience together.
I think that the nuns and the people who worked here were very impactful to me because there was no shame here. Here, at least, it was the only place that I could be pregnant without shame. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley. We grew up very just middle class, and my parents were pretty conservative, pretty strict.
I grew up in LA, what is now Jefferson Park area. Went to Catholic school, graduated from Pali. I wouldn't say as strict, but very close-knit Creole family, kind of big family, lots of cousins.
I was already pretty far along and hadn't told anybody that I was pregnant. I was at least 5 months. I think the teachers started to see that I was pregnant, and one day one of the teachers sent me to the nurse's office, and the nurse was talking to me, and while I was kind of waiting to go in and talk to her again, there was a St. Anne's poster on the wall. And so I saw the information, I wrote it down, and she asked me if I was pregnant. I told her I was, and she gave me information about St. Anne's, and I basically went home, called on my own to find out what I would need to do to move in, and figured I was gonna keep that in my back pocket for when I had to tell my parents, that I would be like, don't worry, there's someplace I can go, and just give it to them and have that ready to go.
I got pregnant on prom night, cliche, right? And my mother wanting me to go to college, she was at this point was a single mom, and I think she could see my story ending up unfolding like hers. So my grandmother, always being a pillar in our church, she got the information and she gave it to me. My grandmother was, I think, 5'3", but she was a force. Next thing I know, my bags are packed and I was here.
I was probably already here a couple of weeks, and then she came, and I think it was Lori's idea that she said we should ask to be roommates, which I thought was a great idea. We were all still kids.
Yeah.
We were pregnant and we were moms, but we were also still kids, still teenagers, which came with some good things. We would do funny, kooky things here. I was already due, and of course this wouldn't be something that anybody would congratulate us for, but I was already due, and there was a couple of us that were past due, and we decided that we were going to have cartwheel races down the hall to try to see if that might speed things along. So we do like silly things like that. But
I tried to be the voice of reason.
yeah, she was the mature one. But then, it was nice that we had, I liked that it was a very nurturing environment.
You came back and worked here for a bit after
I
college.
did.
She worked here. Yeah. Yeah,
I actually
remember that.
worked in like an office. I don't even know where, like a community office. 'Cause I felt like I got so much out of St. Anne's in helping me move forward and graduating from high school, graduating from college, that I wanted to have some time to give back. So I did work for St. Anne's for a year. My son is Christopher. I had Christopher Gerard Webb. But I went to college right after high school, and he kind of went along with me and would go to my classes with me sometimes, and I think that just made him kind of disciplined. So he ended up going to school pretty quickly right after high school. He has an engineering degree, and he just got married a couple years ago to Megan, my daughter, my first daughter I've ever had, daughter in love. And they just had a baby together. So we have little Bodie, and she had a baby before, so 2 grandsons, Bodie and AJ.
And my son is Darren Elliott Butler Jr. He is in production. He graduated from Westchester, and he went to Fire Academy for a while. And then he decided to do some writing. He's been in production for a while, and that's kind of where his passion is. He is really an awesome human. He's not married, doesn't have kids yet. Yet. But he is a very protective big brother.
I think both of our sons are very sweet, very kind guys, and they acknowledge everything that we've worked for to provide for them, and now it's their turn. I felt like having a son made me feel like I wanted to do it for him. I wanted him, when he was old enough to talk, to look at me and be proud of his family, and be proud of his mom, and be proud of his life. So I felt very compelled to keep on a journey of what I wanted to accomplish and do things at a specific schedule, which has probably put more stress on myself, because at the end of the day, we're all gonna get there eventually, but in those young years, I put a lot of pressure on myself to finish certain things, milestones, really early.
You see this teenage girl who's pregnant and think, oh, you've thrown your life away. It's like, no, she might be the next CEO of your company, or your best friend who does something with charts and graphs that you can't even, you don't know.
So I know sometimes we have videos that are really sad, people's story, and then there are times when, like today, we want to share joy, because when you think about programs in terms of our St. Anne's Family Service programs, they met and has maintained the joy and talk about success of their children. This means that the generations to come is real. Their children are successful, they are successful, they have degrees, graduate degrees. It's real. So for their excellence and unwavering resilience and exhibiting the success, like I said, of generations to come, please join me for the first time when we've done 2 Triumph awardees together, because we felt like they should be celebrated together because of their friendships and their commitment to really living out what we teach at St. Anne's Family Services. Our 2024 Triumph Award honorees, Lori McCoy Schuler and Elena White. And as they come to the stage, I just want to say that I met Lori at an event at her church where they were raising money for St. Anne's Family Services. And then she shared with me her background. We'll get the picture after. Go ahead, one at a time. Okay.
They say that blood is thicker than water, which is often misunderstood. As I received this award, one that I'm really not sure that I deserved, I, along with this amazing woman who has been my best friend and immeasurable support, and quite literally my North Star for over 35 years, it is extremely humbling. Like Ryan said, when I got the call from Lorna, I thought, me? They want to honor me? I just, try to give back what was given to me. And simply saying thank you feels incredibly insufficient. God's grace is so immeasurable. Instead of shining a light on this incredible place and thanking the legacy that built this special place for us, St. Anne's provided a nurturing, safe space for the both of us to grow and thrive along with so many other capable mothers in 1987, when the world and society told us as pregnant, unmarried teenagers that all of our opportunities were over, our lives were all but over, and we stand here today as women with graduate degrees and healthy children and successes because of the foundation, education, and support, the hope and empowerment that this special place instilled into our young adult foundation. So we thank St. Anne's for the guilds constantly pivoting to meet the needs of the community and the unwavering commitment that allows so many families to continue to thrive. Lastly, but most importantly, I want to thank my family for their constant support and my children for being my whys. With every challenge, difficulty, or curveball that life threw at me, looking at my children at every age and every stage of their development was my inspiration and whys why I could never give up on being the best provider, mother, and example to them that God ordained me to be. I thank my two heartbeats, Darren and Lauren, the real loves of my life, for helping me figure out this motherhood thing and for making me look so good. Yes, the blood of the covenant is much thicker than the water of the womb. Your family is your community, and the people who stand with you in celebration, but much more importantly, who stand by you through your challenges and support you on your life's journey. St. Anne's is a part of the community that made up my tribe, and for that, I'm eternally grateful. Thank you, St. Anne's.
Lori did such a great job. Thank you so much. And really, when Lori contacted me and said, oh, well, St. Anne's contacted me, and really, Lori was really the one that they heard about. And she kind of pulled me with her. I was like, I think both of us were thinking, are we really deserving of an award? But definitely so thankful for being honored today and for the services of St. Anne's. Words really cannot express how much this award means to me. I'm mostly thankful because when I think back at that time in my life, as Lori said and others, that really St. Anne's represented a time in my life where I was the most vulnerable, I felt the most alone. I really didn't understand what my path forward was going to be. When I told people that I was pregnant, I waited a long time. I waited until I was 6 months pregnant till my parents found out because I knew they were not going to be happy. And some of the comments that outside people said was like, you've ruined your life. You're never going to do anything with your life. And, nothing is going to be the same for you anymore. And being able to see that poster at that high school that led me to St. Anne's was so meaningful, like really gave me a place where I could go. When you're 17 in a really dark place, having people that see your value can help you to understand, help you and really hear the needs that you have, and then also support you and empower you to be able to see what you're able to accomplish is so meaningful. So as I reflect back on all my accomplishments that I've been able to continue to do, it's really looking back at St. Anne's that such a pivotal moment in my life was there for me. The services, the people, and the donors at St. Anne's are really the ones that should be honored today for all of the work that you guys do, the impacts that you have, not only on the day-to-day lives of helping people with day-to-day services, but really on the trajectory of the lives that they have, that they're going to have, has such a huge impact. I'm grateful also for such amazing support I have with my family. I have a really close family, and I've always been able to count on my family. My mother is always one that is like my constant cheerleader. Even when things are difficult, she's cheering me on. And Lori has been the most amazing friends. One of the little blurbs that we said before is like, Lori was a little bit older than me by just a few months, but it was a little bit more knowledgeable. It had gone out and I was a little bit more sheltered, and there were days where I was at St. Anne's and just, in the room by myself, not wanting to socialize, and Lori would be out there like, wait a minute, is somebody bothering you out there? And she would go out there and, talk to the other people and make sure that I was okay. And she was working at a law firm at the time, and she would bring me back cookies from Miss Fields and make sure that I was all right. It's just little things like that that I'm so grateful for the support that she provided to me at the time. And really, who would have known that two roommates 30-something years ago at St. Anne's would be lifelong friends and shared marriages and successes in life, our sons being friends. She came and supported my son during his wedding. So just so much memories that we shared, and I'm very grateful and hopeful for our future of 30 years together. So most importantly, in receiving the award today, I just want to, it really reminds me to pay forward the light that St. Anne's provided to me and do everything that I can to make sure that I'm also supporting other women, other families that need the same type of support. So thank you to everyone here today who's here for that shared mission and shared commitment and pledge for them. And that's it. Thank you so much for honoring me today.
What a beautiful moment and a beautiful testimony to the power of friendship and having a good friend. I think it's something that oftentimes in life we take for granted, just having a good friend, because not everybody has good friends. And those of us that have the great privilege of having a good friend, like a ride or die friend, right? That friend, there's such a beautiful power in that. And these two ladies are such a remarkable, extraordinary testimony to that. And also the power of St. Anne's and how even in a really vulnerable moment, there's a safe space there's other people that see you and that look you in your eye, not only just the staff, but even other women who are in the same situation as you, that are there to offer support and love and encouragement. And there's such a power in that, and in them sharing their story about being friends 35 years, toasting to the next 35 years, and just reflecting on where they were and where they are now, and how society told them one thing, but they showed everybody what was possible when you just stay your course. So congratulations. Beautiful. And speaking of support and love and encouragement, please join me in welcoming the current president of the St. Anne's Family Services Board of Directors, Mr. Brad Werrick.
Thank you, Melvin. I think we should all give Melvin another hand because he's a busy guy, and he takes his time out of his busy day to do this every year, and he does such a wonderful job. So thank you, and thank you all for attending and for your generous support of St. Anne's. Without your support, we couldn't put on these programs that we do, and so thank you very much for coming. Thank you for your continued support. And most importantly, I am so honored to be able to introduce yet another phenomenal woman who spent so much time tirelessly supporting St. Anne's. I have worked with Maureen Stockton on the board for about 10 years. And I know she's a fierce supporter of children and family in the St. Anne's community. Her involvement in St. Anne's, most importantly, her wisdom and judgment, has been so valuable to the board as we've grown, as we've taken on all the many challenges that our community, those that we care for, face. Maureen, this is such a tribute to you. It's a great milestone in the history of St. Anne's. Your work in this community, both in Los Angeles and in North Carolina, is such a testament to the way you live your life with integrity, wisdom, love, and friendship. So I'm so grateful to be able to introduce you, and everyone please turn your attention to the video screens and we'll watch a video tribute.
Thanks to St. Anne's, I'm here. So I always knew that I was adopted. It was something I grew up with. I have another brother who was adopted from St. Anne's 2 years prior to me, and my birth announcement said I was selected, not expected. I think what connects me to St. Anne's today is that my journey as a child is similar to a lot of the population that we serve. There's three things that come to mind to me, and it's fear, faith, and love. My childhood was traumatic, eventful. It had a lot of dysfunction. I was adopted by a phenomenal mom, Sharon, and an alcoholic father, Jerry. At age 7, my first adoptive mother, Sharon, committed suicide, and my father remarried 3 months later. So at age 7.5, I found myself in a violent alcoholic household that offered no stability. And so I found stability through activities. I've grown through pushing through fear. And that's where faith comes in. I met Brian at a business conference, and it was love at first sight. Brian was an incredibly generous man, and I lost Brian in a car accident 3.5 years ago. And so I know I had a choice to make, that I could live in being a victim, or I could really go out into that scary world and see what it was like without my rock by my side and my foundation. And so I chose faith, and then I also chose love, and to rely on the love of my kids, my friends, my community. And he was supportive of St. Anne's, and he felt that St. Anne's gave him me. And so he was really supportive of my involvement with St. Anne's and an understanding that it was an integral part of our lives. And now here I sit, and I've got better friends than ever, stronger love with my kids, incredible creative opportunities that I never would have had if I sat in the comfort, quite frankly, of being a victim and not pushed through with faith that there could be something better. When Brian died, my intention was to sell this house. Charlotte was his dream. So I came to Charlotte to sell the house, and it wouldn't sell. Who couldn't sell a home newly renovated in 2021? Me. Now we go to faith. What was I being told? I was being told that I needed a different place to heal and figure out what I wanted to do next. And a lot of that healing took place right in this room, on that sofa there. Tonight, I have 40 friends and family members here because I see this as a celebration of community, of love, and it's my way of thanking my friends and family for continuing to act with grace and love toward me. And I even have new friends from Charlotte that have flown in. And I think that shows where I'm at, where my community is at, that living in faith and love offers incredible bounties of goodness. What I'm looking forward to for the future of St. Anne's Family Services is their continued ability to take a look at what services are needed in our population and how to best deliver those. And it amazes me how current we stay. People have asked me, how did I escape the likely outcomes of my upbringing? Both my brothers were incarcerated. One is a drug addict. What made me different? And the only thing I can think of is, at a very early age, I felt that I was better than my circumstances. And it doesn't mean I thought I was better than my family. I just felt that I was better than the circumstances. And I think that's what St. Anne's does today, is offers opportunities for people who know they're better than their situation, but they don't have any other resources. And that's why we're here tonight.
I am so proud to present Maureen Stockton with the 2024 St. Anne's Family Services Angel Award.
Thank you. So part of me feels like I'm here alone, and then I know that my mom, who gave birth to me and found St. Anne's, Linda, she's here, she's an angel, and my husband Brian is here, and he's so happy. I can just feel him. I didn't prepare anything, which shocks my kids. I thought that I kind of left it all on the table with the video. So what comes out of my mouth now might be cursing, it might be a bad, tasteless joke. But we're just rolling on faith. And there's a couple things that come to mind. One is, let's talk about shame and pregnancy. What the? Yet we young women feel shame in being pregnant. And I remember that's what my birth mother, Linda, said. She said, I can't go with you to St. Anne's. I love that you support it, but that was the pinnacle of shame I ever felt. A woman, single, pregnant, and she was with twins. My twin died at birth. She was really large, and she said the first thing people did was look to see if she had a wedding ring on. And when she didn't, they just shook their heads. What the? So many people say being pregnant is filled with joy and hope, and to shame a woman for being pregnant when we value families doesn't make any sense to me. So I admire your courage. I don't know that I would have had the strength to endure being in high school and pregnant. And thank you for sharing your story. So there's that moment where Linda said, I can't get involved with St. Anne's. And she came to an Evening of Angels. And she looked around and she heard the stories and she saw the support and she said, I made a really good choice, didn't I? I went to the right place. And so thank goodness St. Anne's existed for when she felt the most vulnerable and scared and afraid and shameful, that she had a place to go. I had no desire to come to St. Anne's and get involved. And I reached out and I pulled back, and it was this dance back and forth. Like, well, why, man? You look like you got it together, and it's not just because you're wearing a Daniel Gonzalez outfit. Thank you. Daniel's a friend from Charlotte and my next door neighbor and a talented designer. So thank you for pulling my act together. But I had no desire to come to St. Anne's because I felt shame. And people say, well, you were in foster care, you were little, you don't remember anything. What's it matter? Well, I didn't have language skills as a 1-month-old, a 2-month-old, a 3-month-old to share with you how it felt not to be fed by my mother, held by my father, kissed by somebody in the family. I just knew that there was a wound, couldn't identify it. And it didn't start clicking until my son Garrett was born. It was the first time in my life I'd ever seen anyone biologically related to me. And I realized that I invented family my whole life. You've got your father's smile. Yeah, I do. He's not my biological father, but I took on the attributes of my family. And when Garrett was born and I looked in his eyes, that was the first time. And then I met my biological mother and heard her story. And then I had my son Chase. And then I met Brian, and I got my daughter Lauren and her younger sister Meredith. And I recognized that family is not the genetic makeup. It's what we make it, who we choose. So what I want to do is I want to acknowledge my family here tonight. Table 4, I want you to stand. You're my family. Marie, come on, you guys. Wes, Toby. Charlotte is in the house. Come on, Charlotte. Sherry, Lucy, come on. Christy, come on. Okay, Katrina, yes, thank you. I love all of you for being here to support me. I didn't think after Brian died that I really didn't know what I could do, but I knew I had to do something because I had 4 kids. And you all have given me the strength to stand here today, and I love you for it. Thank you. Thank you, St. Anne's.
Congratulations to you, Maureen. Thank you so much for your authenticity, for your compassion, your generosity. We really appreciate you being a partner to St. Anne's Family Services and your resilience. It's inspiring. At this time, we are about to begin the first part of our important fundraising, our live auction this evening, which supports St. Anne's Family Services. You have cards on each of your tables with images of some spectacularly incredible items. When you're bidding on these items, think about the impact, and not about just getting deals, but about the impact that you are having in doing so. And here to help us is a dear friend of St. Anne's, our auctioneer for the evening, Mr. Chuck Dukas.
Thank you so much, Melvin. Thank you so much. Good evening, St. Anne's. How we all doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to ask if we can have all my volunteers put in place and if I can have the house lights come up. Before we get started, I want to thank you for inviting me into your community tonight. We've heard lots of wonderful stories, and Maureen, how about another round of applause for Maureen? What an inspiration. Thank you. And tonight, we have heard the impact that St. Anne's has had in this community here tonight. But now, this is the part where we fund those services. We give assistance to all of our clients who need it most. So I'm going to ask all of my house lights to come up. Craig, if you could help me with that. And ladies and gentlemen, as Melvin mentioned, you have a preview of your live auction items that are on this gray card. If everybody could be so kindly to refer to that. We have something for everybody. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have some fun tonight. And I also want to make sure that we get some energy in the room tonight. On my left, this is Chris. Chris is going to be manning the left-hand side of the room. And on the right-hand side of the room is Craig. What side of the room is going to have more energy? Craig's side or Chris's side? Right over here, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to have some fun, everybody. And if everybody should be so kindly to take out your paddles that you received earlier in the night, I want to make sure that everybody has a paddle. Could you please be so kind to take those paddles out right now? I want to make sure everyone has a paddle. In order to place a bid, we want to make sure that those paddles are recognized going up in the air. And we're gonna wait to get everybody to take out their paddles. Hold up your paddles before we start. We're gonna raise some money tonight. We are gonna support our women, our children, and all of our clients here tonight. How about that table right there? Can we get those paddles up? Up, 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 up. Is everybody in for 10,000? Great, let's start. All right, let's get it going, everybody, with our first auction item tonight. Do we have any Dodger fans in the house? Boy, are they off to a great start. Shohei Ohtani, everybody. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, when we're bidding on these items, as Melvin said, don't think about the deals. But when you're bidding on these items, think about the impact, because that's why we're all here. That's what it's all about tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Auction item number one. We have 4 dugout seats to a Dodgers game this season against the Marlins on May 7th. These seats are amazing. They are located directly behind the Dodgers bench, right near the field. They also include access to the Diamond Club with, get this, a full buffet and drinks. Plus, our donor has thrown in parking passes to the stadium, ladies and gentlemen. And this is generously donated by Canyon Partners. Can we give them a nice round of applause? Ladies and gentlemen, let's help support our clients. Let's help support these services. I'm going to start every item tonight very, very low. Let's start this off. Again, 4 dugout seats, food, beverages, parking. Let's start it low. Let's start it off at $1,000. We got 1,000. I got 1,000 in the back. Give me 15. 15 and now give me 2. 15 now give me 2. 2,000 now 25. I got 2,000. Go 25. 2,000 now 25. 2,000 go 25. 25 here now. Give me 3. I got 25 here now. Give me 3. 25 here to my left now. Give me 3. 3,000 now. Give me 35. I got 3,000. Go 35. 3,000 go 35. 3,000 now 35. 3,000 to my right now 35. 3,000 here now 35. $3,000 going once. Do we get 35, Chris? I got 3,000 to my right. $3,000 going once. $3,000 going twice. We got a 35. 3,500, thank you. 3,500 now, give me 4. 35, 4,000. 4,000, give me 45. 4,000, bid 45. I got 45, thank you, Craig. 45 now, give me 5. 45, 5,000. 5,000. Folks, we have a bidding war. 5,000, go 55. You got more? 55 in the back, everybody. 55 now goes 6. 55 now give me 6. 55 bid 6. 55 bid 6. 55 bid 6. We get 6. 6,000. Folks, can we get a round of applause? What's going on over there? 6,000. 6,000, but it's 65. 6 when they go 65. 6 when they go 65. 6 when they go 65. $6,000 going once. $6,000 going twice. Last call in the house. Sold at $6,000. We got a win. Hold up. Bidder number 371 for $6,000. Give him a round of applause. That was awesome. All right, let's keep the energy going, everybody. Up next, do we have any James Bond fans in the house? Oh, I'm going to tell you something. I saw this item tonight, and I said, this is one that I would bid on. This is called James Bond's Secret Hideaways. This is an adventure for 2 that includes all your accommodations at James Bond's 3 hideaways. You're going to get to visit Venice, Monte Carlo, and Zurich, Switzerland. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to feel like 007 with an 8-night stay in 4-star accommodations for 2 people. 3 nights in Zurich, 3 nights in Venice, 2 nights in Monte Carlo. You're going to get a flight from Zurich to Venice, a flight from Venice to Nice, a professional travel specialist to book your trip, and you can add on additional travelers and extend your trip if possible. Ladies and gentlemen, this has a very, very high value. I'm going to start everything very, very low. Let's start it off at $2,000. 2,000, give me 3. 3 and give me 4. 4 and now give me 5. 5,000, give me 6. 6,000, give me 7. I got 6,000 when it goes 7. 6,000 goes 7. 6,000 in the back now 7. 6,000 now give me 7. 6,000 now give me 7. I got 6 over there now give me 7. 6 when you go 7,000. 7,000 give me 8. 7,000 bid 8. 7,000 bid 8. 7,000 bid 8. 7,000 bid 8. I got 7,000 so I got 7 do I got 8. I got 7 do I got 8. 7,000 bid 8. 7 we're going to go 8. You got 8. 8,000 in the back. 8,000 go 9. 8,000 bid 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 9. $8,000 going once. $8,000 going twice. Last call in the house. Sold at $8,000, everybody. Give it up for him. Craig pointed out, hold up there, paddle number 204 at $8,000. Give them a round of applause, everybody. This room is red hot tonight. Folks, for those who have a towel or a napkin, if you want your table or somebody at your table to make a bid, wave that. Let's get the energy going in the crowd tonight at those tables. All right, up next, an African safari. Listen to this. Oh, they changed it. Yeah, there we go. This is the Wild Wonders African Safari. Your dreams will come true when you arrive in Johannesburg, South Africa, and taken to a luxurious lakefront safari camp nestled in the lush South African savanna beyond majestic mountains. Welcome to your real life Eden. You're going to get a thrilling African safari of 6 nights with 4-star accommodations, in-country transfers, thrilling on-property game drives, 1 big 5 safari game drive, traditional South African dinners, 15 farm-to-table meals, and ladies and gentlemen, you have 3 years to use this, and my favorite, no blackout dates. And you can add more people if you choose. Ladies and gentlemen, this has a very, very high value. I'm going to start it very, very low. Let's start it off at $2,000. $2,000, give me 3, 3, and give me 4, 4, give me 5, 5,000, give me 6, 6,000, give me 7. I get 6,000 bid 7, 6,000 bid 7, 6,000 bid 7, 6,000, 7,000 bid 8. I get 7 here now, go 8. 7,000 bid 8, 7,000 bid 8, 7,000 bid 8, 7,000 bid 8. I got 7,000 on my right. Do I get 8 in the room? 8,000 now 9. I get 8,000 bid 9. 8,000 go 9. 8,000 go 9. 8,000 go 9. 8,000 give me 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 9. $8,000 going once. $8,000 going twice. Last call in the house. Sold at $8,000. Everybody, hold it up. They're going on a safari. Give them a round of applause. Bidder number 193. Give them a round of applause, everybody. Isn't this amazing what we're doing, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it going. Do we have any golfers in the audience? Folks, this is as good as it gets. This is golf in La Quinta. You're going to get a foursome of golf at one of 18 holes at one of the following courses: Pete Dye Stadium, the Nicholas Tournament, or the Greg Norman. This is PGA West, a Palm Springs golf resort with 9 iconic golf courses, known as the Western home of golf in America. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is golf, a foursome of golf for 18 holes, ladies and gentlemen, for 4 on a very prestigious PGA West. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna, this is generously donated by Christy Boss, ladies and gentlemen. Give Christy a round of applause. You can't just buy something like this. I'm going to start this one very, very low. Let's start this off at $1,000. $1,000 to get us started. $1,000 to get us started. Do I get $1,000 to get us started? I get $1,000 in the back. Give me $1,250. 1, give me $1,250. I get $1,000. Give me $1,250. 1,000 go $1,250. 1,000 go $1,250. 1,000 now $1,250. 1,000 now $1,250. I get $1,000 on a round of golf for 4. I get $1,000. Someone give me $1,250. 1,000 give me $1,250. 1,000 give me $1,250. 1,000 give me $1,250. Folks, this is worth a lot more than where we're at right now. I have 1,000. Will someone give me $1,250 in the room? I get 1,000. Give me $1,250. I get 1,000. Give me $1,250. Someone's gonna get a deal. $1,000 going once. $1,000 going twice. Last call in the house. $1,250 right there. Someone just outbid them at the same table. We're going to find out who's going to win it. I got $1,250. Will you go 15? $1,250 go 15. $1,500 now $1,750. I got 15 Craig now $1,750. 15 would go 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 $1,750. $1,500 going once. $1,500 going twice. You got something there, Craig? I got 15 in the back. Do I have $1,750? $1,500 going once. $1,500 going twice. Last call in the house. So the $1,500, everybody give them a round of applause. Bidder number 111. Thank you, sir. All right. Has anybody raised your hand? Who's been to Greece before? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Greece and Greek islands odyssey. You're going to get a once-in-a-lifetime 9-day stay in Greece for 2 people. We are also including round-trip airfare for 2, 4-star accommodations with breakfast every morning, your fascinating tour of Athens. You're going to start your trip in Athens, and then you are going to go to my favorite island, the tour of Santorini, ladies and gentlemen, for 3 days of sheer bliss on the island. You're going to see blue dome churches, snow white houses that dot the hillsides. And then you're going to take a morning cruise to Mykonos, renowned for its beauty and international jet setters, for 3 glorious days on Mykonos. So finally, and then you're back over to Athens and walk in the footsteps of Socrates and Plato as you visit the ancient city wonders. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big package. Let's regroup. Round trip airfare to Athens from any U.S. city, transfer to and from the hotel and the airports, 8-night stay, 4-star accommodations. You're going to spend 3 nighs in Santorini, 3 nights in Mykonos, and 2 nights in Athens. You're going to get a ferry ride to Mykonos, an inter-island flight from Santorini to Athens, a tour in Athens, a professional travel specialist to book your trip, and you can upgrade if you so do so. You got 3 years to use it, and my favorite words, no blackout dates. There's a lot in this package. I'm going to give everybody a chance. The entire room should be bidding on this. I'm going to start this off. Again, it has airfare. I'm going to start this one off low. Let's start this off at $3,000. $3,000, give me 4, give me 5, give me 6 now. $7,000, give me 8. $8,000, give me 8,000, give me 9. $8,000, go 9. I got $8,000, go 9. I got $8,000, give me 9. $9,000 in the back. I got $9,000, give me 10. $9,000, give me 10. $9,000, give me 10. $9,000, bid 10. I get $9,000, bid 10. $9,000, go 10. $9,000, give me 10. $9,000 right there, give me 10. I get $9,000, someone give me 10. $9,000, someone give me 10. $9,000, someone give me 95. $9,000, would someone give me 95. $9,000, would someone give me 95. 95, now give me 10. 95, would she bid 10? 95, bid 10. 95, bid 10. Chris, will she go 10? 95, bid 10. 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 $9,500 going once. $9,500 going twice. Last $10,000 down front. 10, we're going to go 10-5. 10 now, 10-5. 10 now, 10-5. I got 10, would he give me 10-5? 10 now, Chris, work on that gentleman. I got 10, would he go 10-5? 10,000 now, 10-5. Chris, right here. 10, would he go 10-5? 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 $10,000 going once. 10,000 going twice. Last call in the house. Last call. So the $10,000, ladies and gentlemen. Hold up that paddle. 178, you're going to Greece. 178. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the last item that we have, I feel as only 10 people have been bidding. And it almost feels that we haven't had a price point where you could bid on a trip that everybody has a shot at. So I'm going to do something different. Our last item, take a look. This is an all-inclusive trip in Mexico. So I want to tell you what this includes. You're going to get a luxury beach vacation in either Cancun Los Cabos, Cozumel, Mazatlan, or you can even go to the Dominican Republic. You're going to get a 5-night tropical beach resort. You're going to get all-inclusive amenities, meals at the locations and restaurants, all your alcohol. You're also getting non-motorized water sports such as windsurfing, sailing, kayaks, and more. Unlimited use of tennis and basketball courts, fitness center, a stocked mini bar in your room, and entertainment. So, ladies and gentlemen, 5 nights, luxury beach vacation. Now, unlike everything else, if I can have your attention, I have more than one of these. So I'm going to do something a little different, but I'm really hoping 90% of the room raises their paddle on this one. How many of you would bid $1,000 on this? We should have more than 40 paddles up in the air. How many people, hold up your paddle, would bid $1,000, 5 nights, all-inclusive luxury beach resort? Hold up the paddles. Hold up your paddles. Now, keep those paddles up. I'm going to keep going. How many people would still be in at $1,500? $1,500. Still an amazing deal. You're getting all your meals. You're getting all your alcohol. Hold up your paddle at $1,500. Now, I want you to look around the room. If you have your paddle up at $1,500, because you know I can go 5, 6, 7,000. Everybody that has their paddle up at $1,500, we're going to make your night. Everyone that has their paddle up at $1,500, you're all going to Mexico. How cool is that? I'm going to come around. Hold up your paddles. I'm going to call each one out. This is almost amazing. Here we go. 436, 435, 442, 438, 223, 278, 428, 463, 161, 209, 126, 411, 413. Is that you? Are you in, sir? 161, 464. I think I got you. 413. Who else am I missing? 278, 330. And folks, if you don't want to go, give it to your family as a gift. 246, 445, 217, 330. 217, I got you. 200, 198, 203, 371, 272, 204, 171. Anyone else? You're supporting St. Anne's? I got 371. 336. Are you in? 330, 129, 227. Anyone else? 229. It's all about everyone having a part of something special. Anyone else? Last call. Can I get a round of applause to all of you? And now, one more. 188. We missed 188. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Board of Trustees President, Rhonda Poor, to set up our Be an Angel appeal.
Good evening. I'm Rhonda Apor, the president of the St. Anne's Family Services Board of Trustees. I've been involved with St. Anne's for more than 15 years because of the incredible success stories like you've heard tonight from Lori and Elena and so many others throughout its rich history. Countless stories of women, mothers, without the support systems we know, and who find their way to St. Anne's and begin their healing and start to build their path to success. I invite you to take a moment. Think back to your own life when you were a teenager. What support systems did you have? A loving, present parent? A safe home to sleep every night? Perhaps a high school that encouraged you to go to college, to pursue your dreams? A trusted mentor? Now imagine having none of that. Where would you have turned for help? How would your life now be different? So tonight, I invite you to be an angel. Give generously, perhaps in honor of that special someone who supported you when you were a teenager. And please know that your contributions to be an angel in any amount are critical to support programs that are crucial to the successful outcomes we see daily at St. Anne's. Your support will supply diapers and formula across all of our programs and help fund our workforce development program and emergency needs such as food, clothing, and household items for moms and children who are moving into one of our housing programs after experiencing homelessness. Everything you give tonight goes a very, very long way to helping transform the lives of so many for the better. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rhonda. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to begin the most important few moments of our entire event, our Be an Angel campaign. You've heard a lot tonight. You've seen the impact that this organization has in our community. But as you know, we're not able to continue the work and serve our community, our mothers, and our children without all of you. In the next few moments, I am looking to see if I have angels in this room, ones that can make a difference. Ladies and gentlemen, for the mother that was forgotten about, you provide hope. For the mother who doesn't know where to turn to, despite the hardships that she's facing, you are their heroes. And for the mother and their child who could live a brighter future, you are their angel. And I'm going to ask right here, right now, I'm going to come down because I want us to come together here tonight. And Chris and Craig, they're going to help me here. But we have the chance to do something beautiful here tonight, to support our program, support our clients, but also realize we can't continue to do the work without all of you. And I'm going to ask if somebody would be so generous right here, right now, to hold up their paddle nice and high and be the first angel with a 100% tax-deductible pledge of $10,000 here tonight. I know I can get a few. And I want to know, do I have an angel, ladies and gentlemen, in this room here tonight that wants to help our community, to help these programs? Ladies and gentlemen, do I have an angel here tonight? A 100% tax-deductible pledge of $10,000 here tonight to get us started. Do we have somebody? Do we have an angel here tonight? Yes! Here we go! We're off and running. Can I have a thunderous round of applause, please? Bidder number 401. Thank you, sir, at $10,000. Can I have somebody match that? Can I have somebody match that level of generosity, that level of love and generosity in the room? Is there somebody that can match that by holding up their paddle and matching that generosity and being another angel at 10,000? I'm going to need every single one of you to come together tonight. Can I get at least one more? Can we at least get one more? We want to try to make as much to help all of these families, ladies and gentlemen, all these moms and these children, but we can't do this without you. Is there anyone else that could match that generosity here tonight? Anyone else? Last call. May I please have a thunderous round of applause to our first angel at $10,000. Thank you. All right, let's go to our next level. Do I have an angel that would be so generous? And we're going to be, I really need at least 5 or 6 at this next level. A 100% tax-deductible pledge of $5,000. Do I have an angel at 5,000? Here we go. Hold that up nice and high. Can we have a thunderous round of applause? Bidder number 114. Thank you so much at 5,000. Here we go. Here comes another one. 2, 3. Thank you, sir, at $5,000. That's 2. How about a thunderous round of applause? 107. Thank you at 5,000. How about another one? 1, 2, 6. Thank you, sir, at 5,000. That's 4. I need at least 2 more. I need at least 2 more at 5,000. Do I have anyone else that can match that level of generosity at $5,000? Anyone else at 5,000? Anyone else at 5,000? Last call at 5. Any more angels at 5? Last call. May I please? Can you? They missed everybody that gave at 5. You're not pledging again. Can you just hold up your paddle 1 there? 114. I think it was 107, 126, and 223. Got it? Beautiful. Anyone else? Last call. May I please get a thunderous round of applause? Oh! Right in the back. We love surprises. Sir, can we get a nice round of applause? 2, 0, 4. Thank you very much, sir, at 5,000. I said if we could get 6, it would be epic. I got 5 at 5. Is there one more angel in the room? Is there one more angel in the room? Anyone else that can be that 6th angel at this level? Anyone else? Last call. How about a thunderous round of applause to those angels? Thank you. All right. Let's keep it going. Our next level tonight is at $2,500. We need 10. Can we get 10 angels? Hold up those paddles, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start it off right here. A thunderous round of applause. 117. Thank you so much, sir, at $2,500. We've got 426. Thank you, sir, at $2,500. We've got 190. A round of applause, please, at $2,500. That's 3. Do I have a 4th? Do I have a 4th at $2,500? Do I have a 4th angel at $2,500? We gotta get at least one more at this level. Is there anyone else that can match that generosity? A 4th pledge at even $10,000 at this level. Anyone else? Anyone else at this level? Last call. May I please get a round of applause for those 3 angels at $2,500. All right. Our next level, and it was a popular level, I know, last year, Craig and Chris, $1,000. This is the level that we can get at least 10. So, ladies and gentlemen, can you hold up and be the first angel? A 100% tax-deductible pledge of $1,000. Guys, audience, get the paddles up. Here we go. Bidder number 236. $1,000. 120. $1,000. Help me clap to the beat. At $1,000. 225. $1,000. 274. $1,000. 428. $1,000. 432. $1,000. 431. $1,000. 410. $1,000. 144. $1,000, 236, $1,000, 147, $1,000, 144, $1,000, 310, $1,000, 315, $1,000. Help me cut to the beat at $1,000, 282, $1,000. Looking for another place at $1,000, 330, $1,000, 112, $1,000, 300, $1,000. Anybody else? $1,000. Looking for another place at $1,000. Anyone else? That's beautiful. Anyone else? Last call. Can I get a thunderous round of applause for those pledges at 1,000? We're doing it. I'm going to stay right here. Our next level. They told me, Chuck, this is our most popular level, our sweet spot. $500. Let's try to get 20. 20 angels. Ladies and gentlemen, would you be so generous to hold up those paddles nice and high? Let's try to get 20 angels together. Let's get the paddles up. Here we go. Bidder number 351. $500, 227, $500, 194, $500, 196, $500, 261, $500, 263, $500, 200, $500, 111, $500, 379, $500, 197, $500, 356, $500, 133, $500, 296, $500, 242, $500. Anybody else? $500. Looking for another pledge of $500. 276, $500, 107, $500, 106, $500, 429, $500, 444, $500, 227, $500, 352, $500. Anybody else at $500? Does that feel amazing or what? What we're doing, everybody? Amazing. Next, $250. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna give everybody an opportunity at every price level that they're comfortable with. $250 adds up. Ladies and gentlemen, our next level of an angel is at $250. Let's try to get 10 at this level. Let's get the paddles up. Here we go. Bidder number 233. $250, 322, $250, 115, $250, 101, $250, 425, $250, 434, $250, 137, $250, 214, $250, 101, $250, 110, $250, 102, $250, 103, $250. Anybody else? $250. Where's the next pledge? $250, 252, $250, 115, $250. Anybody else? Oh, we got one more in the back. What number is that? 250. $250. Where's the next pledge? $250, 219, $250. Anybody else? $250. Does this feel good or what we're doing, everybody? All right, if I can have all my volunteers, ladies and gentlemen, your attention. What a magical night. Thank you to our honorees, our award recipients, no one has talked about it. How about a round of applause to the St. Anne staff, our volunteers, for putting this event on? You are always stronger when people come together. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the final moments of our fundraising efforts tonight. And for those who have a paddle in their hand, you do not need to hold it up, but can you just hold it in your hand for a moment? We have a chance. They told me tonight we have 310 attendees here tonight. And not everybody can give 10,000. Not everybody can give 500. And we were going to end on 250. And I even when we were planning this event, I said, Dana, we want everybody to have a hand. We want everybody to feel that we're stronger together. So if you have your paddle in your hand right now, I want you to know next year when you come and hear the success stories and the lives that we have changed with our services and programs here at St. Anne's, knowing that even at $100, you had a little hand in changing a life. All of my volunteers have baskets in their hands. If you choose to place your paddle in these baskets, you would be making a $100 pledge. If we can get every single paddle collected right now and tossed into, if you toss that in, you are making a $100 pledge. We have the opportunity to raise an additional $31,000. Now, before we do that, I really want to get all 310 of you to do this. So we have a donor that did a little something extra for us tonight. If you place your paddle and pledge $100, we're going to draw out one of those paddles, and you're going to be entered for a 2-night stay at Terranea, ladies and gentlemen. Ocean view room. We're throwing in parking, breakfast, dinner, and we're even covering the resort fees. Terranea is an amazing resort. So I'm going to ask this community here tonight. My volunteers are going to go through the audience. Can we get all of you to join together and pledge $100? Volunteers, let's get everyone clear. And we're going to draw out one of those paddles for a 2-night stay at Terranea. And can we get a round of applause to all of you? Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support to St. Anne's. Let's try to get every single paddle dropped in our basket. Anyone that wants to pass them down, pass them to your tables. We want to get every single paddle in those baskets tonight, and we're going to draw one of them. 2-night stay at Terranea. Breakfast and dinner, parking, resort fees, everything. I want to thank you for your generosity tonight. Thank you for what you've done for St. Anne's. And if I could can you give yourselves a round of applause? Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course. Good job. Okay, well, y'all. Ooh. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining us this evening. You didn't come to play. We love to see it. Congratulations to all of our honorees.
I think they were going to do it after.
Thank you so much
We got to get
for all of you who supported
over here.
this extraordinary organization this evening. And at this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage multi-platinum recording artist and producer who sings one of my favorite songs, Keep Your Head Up. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Andy Grammer.
No. Okay. While my guitar is getting ready, can I do a poem for you all? I've been genuinely inspired this whole evening, and so I will do a poem about love. I first want to say thank you to my wife for even getting me here, and my good friend Katira. There is something that they do around the holidays where they take wish lists, and my wife took a wish list, and she got all the items on the wish list. And the day that she was supposed to bring them over, she got sick, and she's like, can you just bring this wish list over to somebody who needs it? And so I felt very awkward because I didn't do the thing, but I brought all the gifts over, and I felt the spirit of St. Anne's, and that's why I'm here tonight, so it's awesome to be here with you guys. We can't get this to work? Nothing? Okay, there's a poem, here we go. I'm inspired by this evening. I am not merely an economic unit, I am human. How far off are we that can sound confusing? I want to strive for more, but oftentimes I don't know how to. See, I need a new money that measures my inherent value. What's your salary? What's your rate? What's your hourly wage? What's your position, your commission? How much are you for the day? When we meet somebody new, what is the first thing that we say? What do you do, AKA? How much money do you make? We take that information and we sort it in our brains, assess the value, calculate where to put them on the page, the hierarchy of importance. I mean, this is just insane. You're telling me that we've agreed to tie self-worth to what we're paid? What a grave mistake to make, what terrible advice to take. If the scoreboard counts in dollars, what kind of game you think we'll play? Yo, I am now merely an economic unit, I am human. How far off are we that can sound confusing? I want to strive for more, but oftentimes I don't know how to. I need a new money that measures my inherent value. But like my 4-year-old asking why, until she's blue in the face, my inner child inquires about this money that we make. Why? I make money because I need it. Why? So I can have financial freedom. Why? So I can keep up with the Joneses. Why? So someday I can own a home. And why? So I can climb the social ladder. Why? So I feel like I even matter. Why? Because I'm constantly worried that I won't be enough. Why? Because I'm worried without money I'm not worthy of love. Yo, I am not merely an economic unit. I am human. How far off are we that can sound confusing? I want to strive for more, but oftentimes I don't know how to. I need a new money that measures my inherent value. But what if the scoreboard tallied love? What if the stock market valued love? What if your 401k was judged by how much you lifted others up? What if the best we could get was love? What if we were impressed with love? What if the status in class was love? What if everything mattered with love? What if the money was not enough? Yo, I am not merely an economic unit, I am human. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. We'll do this thing. Sounds great. I need you to sing with me, basically. And I've played a lot of events, and I don't think this is stuffy, so I believe in you. And so I need some O's and some A's. It goes like this. But you gotta keep your head up. Oh, you can let your head down. Hey, hey. You gotta keep your head up. Oh, you can let your head down. Hey, hey. See, now I'm sorry. Though it's hard to remember sometimes. You gotta keep your head up. Oh, you can let your head down. Hey, hey, hey. I've been waiting on the sunset. Bills on my mindset. I can't deny it. Getting higher than my income breakroom. I've been trying to survive. The road that the sun gets right around sunset helps me to realize that this is just a journey. Drop your worries. You're gonna turn out fine. Whoa, you turn out fine. I said fine. Whoa, you turn out fine. But you gotta keep your head up. That's pretty good, actually. That was solid. You gotta keep your head up. You can let your head down. Hey, hey. I said you gotta keep your head up. Oh, you can let your head down. Hey, hey. See, now I'm sorry. Though it's hard to remember sometimes, you gotta keep your head up. Oh, you can let your head down. Hey, hey, hey. I got my hands in my pockets, kicking these rocks. It's kinda hard to watch this life go by. I'm buying into skeptics mess with the confidence in my eyes. Seeing all the angles, thoughts get tangled. I start to compromise my life and my purpose. Is it all worth it? Am I gonna turn out fine? Oh, you turn out fine. I said fine. Whoa, All right, I got one more for you. This one goes out to, can you hear me? Here we go. I grew up in a household. My mom's name is Kathy Grimmer, and she would kick me and my brother and my dad out of the house to bring women in to remind them of their beauty and their purpose and their light. And so when I stepped foot onto St. Anne's, it felt like home, and thank you for letting me share this with you. This one goes out to my mom and to any woman that needs it. Here we go. I will fight for you. Hold on 1 second. If I take this out, it'll be better. This is important. Hold on. I will fight for you. I always do until my heart is black and blue. And I will stay with you. We'll make it to the other side like lovers do. And I'll reach my hands out in the dark and wait for yours too, until I can wait for you. I'll wait for you. 'Cause I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, no, not yet. Even when I'm down to my last breath. Even when they say there's nothing left. So don't give up on. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, no, not me. Even when nobody else believes that I'm not going down that easily. So don't give up on me. And I will hold, yeah, I'll hold on to you. No matter what this world will throw, it won't shake me loose. And I'll reach my hands out in the dark and wait for yours too, until I can wait for you. I'll wait for you. 'Cause I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, no, not yet. Even when I'm down to my last breath. Even when they say there's nothing left. So don't give up on. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, no, not me. Even when nobody else believes that I'm not going down that easily. So don't give up on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I will fight for you. I always do until my heart is black and blue. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for letting me be a part of it. Thank you so much. Awesome.
Okay, we are right near the end of our evening. Wasn't it a magical evening? Andy, thank you so much. You said, I love you. I want to say that that last song embodies exactly what we were trying to do here tonight. Did you hear the words? I won't give up on you. I'll fight for you. And that's what we do. So thank you, Andy, and thank you for Katira. Thank you to Katira for bringing him to us. Thank you. Where's Katira? Raise it. Okay. She doesn't like attention, but I'm sorry. She's a dynamic volunteer that supports us and needs some attention. That amazing performance from Andy was remarkable. Thank you for your generous support of families dropping off gifts, you and your beautiful wife. Everybody won things tonight. I'm so excited. Although it's over for some of you, it's not over for everyone because there is an after party for those who like to close it down, okay? Because we know some of you, I can tell that you were always the folks that were closing it down, okay? So anyway, we are so thankful for everything that you've done, everything that you've given, everybody that took the time out to spend a dollar or more and, you know, hundreds and thousands tonight. We thank you for what you did because we know that it's something that was important to you to support our young women and children. So the after party's gonna be in the hallway. Thank you, Bridget over there. I know you traveled. You probably should win an award for traveling the furthest. Thank you to everyone that's been here. DJ Herrick, where are you? Are you out in the hallway already?
Yes.
Okay. Well, guess what? Start the music out there, DJ Herrick, because people may, you know, be ready to go. Thank you so much. I also just want to take a point of personal privilege. I think he's out there. I have to thank my husband. I never thank him at these events, but I have to thank him. And the reason I want to thank him is because when I said to him that I wanted to take a job in Los Angeles, California, leave all our friends, all our family, everyone we know to come out here for this job, he said, whatever you want to do, babe, let's do it. And so I just want to thank my husband because had he not said yes, I wouldn't be here with you now. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for it all. Thank you. I love all of you. Bye-bye.